Welcome back, guys, to FishySteve Aquatics with FishySteve here. And today we're going to be doing a fish tank moving day. And this is going to be a really fun and interesting video where my fish get to move into this new tank. And I'm looking very forward to it. This has been a big, huge making in the process for at least over 4 or 5 months. I've been planning this hexagon tank. I've always wanted a hexagon tank, and just, you know, it's a really cool Planet aquarium here. We have Monte Carlo right there. We have water wisteria still in the planted pot. I'm waiting for it to grow out. We got your your wide-leaf Sagittaria there, and I think we got a type of Anubias right here. Then we got, let me see here, some out of focus. Okay, I believe we have, I think that's Java Fern or something like, I forgot what that is. And we have another type of Anubias, dwarf hairgrass, which isn't looking too great right now, but trying to get to regrow. We have another type of Anubias. The leaves all melted away on it. I'm trying to regrow it. We have another type of Anubias here. I'm not quite sure what that is because all the tags fell off. And we got your got the Apontigeton crispus bulb in the back, right there. Right now this tank has a Eheim. What is this called? An Eheim 400 air pump on it. It's got a Fluval 106 canister filter. It's got a Cobalt Aquatics 100 watt heater. Which is right there. It's a Cobalt Aquatics Neotherm heater. I don't know what all these squiggly little worms are in the tank. I don't know if they're detritus or if they're a different type of other form of something. But so then I have the ADA what's it called? The thermometer. I have a mag float cleaner. And then I have a Seachem. I love these ammonia alerts. They're great. They tell me when my ammonia is off and whatnot. I also have a Nubius Nana Petite, I believe, sitting in that wood. I planted that into the wood. And then I got some of this stuff too, which is nice for the fish to eat. I got some empty planters just serving as media holsters to bring the type of media back up. And then we also got this tank over here, which is where they're coming from. Just this one right here. And this is a 10-gallon tank. I'm going to be putting these fish over here to over there, and don't mind the clutter. I have been working on this fish corner for a little bit, here and there, and then I have this tank which is really green colored in the bottom, which I'm breeding guppies in, and it's got a few tetras and some plecos in. And then I got my goldfish down there, and I'm not sure where they're going to be going as of yet. And I got my reef aquaria tank over here, which is a Fluval, what is it called? Not a Fluval Edge, the Fluval, I forgot which type of aquarium this is. It's a really nice aquarium though, and it's a little bit small for what I wanted to do, but I'm just playing with the parameters so far. Alright, let's get on to the fish moving day. I'll come back when we have an update. Hi guys, welcome back to FishySteve Aquatics. As day 2 for the fish tank moving, and so this is how the guys are doing. I have the fish moved over, at least for what I can see of how much fish. There's a bunch more left in the other tank. I don't think I'm going to move all of them over because I want to try breeding the regular, or breeding the plecos and stuff like that, and get a better sense of the clown loaches growing up and stuff like that. I do have the black ghost knife fish in here. He is not dead, he's just trying to hide. As you can see, he's moving. He's not stuck, he's just sort of made that burrow his little home for now, but he comes out and swims around the tank. There's the angelfish doing well. The bunch of the where are those? The what was it called? Siamese algae eater. Siamese algae eaters are doing great. They're not fighting with each other as much. We got the featherfin synodontis catfish doing good over here. He loves swimming around too, and yes, he's quite a giant catfish. He's supposed to get a lot larger than that, up to I think about 1 foot 5 inches, if not bigger. So yes, eventually he will outgrow this tank, and I do have some 50 gallons. That I could give him a home for, but you know, we'll see what happens and see how big he gets in the next upcoming months. Let me see what else do I got going on in here. We got the Pracox rainbows. They're doing good. We got the ghost catfish. They're doing great. They're schooling along with the Pracox rainbows, and they absolutely love this tank. I realized that I didn't have the filtration full on deck on hand. It was quite a bit of troublesome last night. The stirring up of the sand that I use, which is the what type of sand is that? The anyways, the sand that I used, it stirred up a lot in the tank, made this tank like cloudy to the point where you could not see in it at all, and just was not a good idea to use. I don't know if I'll ever use that sand again. It just was a really quite pain in the butt, and you can still see the remnants of the dust on it. I put in my UV sterilizer, the green machine, in here. It's been running good so far. I've had to clean out the filter pad at least once so far, and it's just been a pain in the butt keeping this tank clean for now. But other than that, it's running strong. Filtration is working great, and doing really good overall. Haven't had much of pH crash or swing. I have checked, and doing quite good. The heater's been keeping up with it all. Set at 80 degrees. Love the CChem ammonia alert, and the temperature. I don't know how accurate this thermometer is, but it's telling me that it's 75 degrees inside the water, and I can tell that's a load of bull crap. So I think I might be changing that out, or leaving that on but putting one on that will sense it better, like one of those digital readout things that you just put on here that doesn't use any batteries or anything. I don't know. I'll figure something out. See, like how he's digging up all that and stirring that all up. That's what he was doing last night. And yeah, it gets cloud. Yep. See, yep. And then he goes back and hides in it again. It's like his own little smoke screen. But my filter in there is doing quite good, picking all that residue up, and yeah, see, now it's like all cloudy again. Yeah, so that's what's been happening all night long, and it's gotten quite dirty in there. And so much for the embankment there. He sort of torn that up a bit, and it's now not as banked as it was before. But I might throw some of the that fluorite black in there, and that stuff is more what I wanted to go for, not the brown. I wanted to go for more of a black tank bottom. So we'll see if it gets taken and most up by the filter. I'll replace it with some fluorite black and see how that goes. Now, these two guys, they hang out all the time together, and they absolutely, the one hides underneath the other, and it's so cute, it's funny. So yeah, they're doing good, and I hope you like this video so far. And this is what's going on with the other tank. So far, this is what's going on with it. You don't see as much fish in here anymore. Got a couple fish over here, the Pentazona barbs. Got the different types of plecos here. I think those are the Colombian zebra plecos. That's hiding back in there. We got the coolie loach in the front. And we got banjo cat. And then we have other plecos in here, such as the emperor pleco, which is that guy right there. Let me see, what else do we have in here. Oh, the clown loaches. Those guys, I want to grow them out a little bit bigger, and then I'll put them in the bigger tank. And other than that, oh, and then we got these little Synodontis catfish too. They're quite fun to watch. Then I got a bumblebee catfish in there too. He doesn't like come out that much. He just sort of hides in the back there and just does whatever. So yeah, I gotta find another bubbler like this, the ball bubbler. Put in the big 20-gallon, and we got this tank. I gotta move over the tetras and guppies and everything else. I wanted to move them over to this tank, but if I have the bumblebee catfish in there, then it's not going to work out. I might have to take him out and put him in the other tank, because he will eat everything pretty much. So I don't want to do that entirely right yet. And then I got my goldfish that are in the bottom here. I think I'm going to move them up to the top tank too. Oh, and then I got some Chinese, where are those things? The Chinese loaches. They're really close to the Hillstream loach. I want to get some Hillstream loaches too. Put them in there, see how they fare out. Right now I have nothing going on in the 2.5 gallon saltwater tank. I just basically playing around with the water parameters until I get a house, and then maybe I'll upgrade to a little bit larger of a tank, depending on the money situation and everything else. So we'll see what happens. I thank you guys for being patient and you know, just having fun with this channel and trying to get better knowledge on stuff. I am looking forward to bringing you guys more videos and more content. And so I hope you guys enjoy this video. Hi guys, this is day 4 on the tank, and we're doing good here. I had to clean out the canister filter once because of that the silt from the sand had compacted it up and got it all nice and gritty in there, and so I cleaned it out, and I also did a water change, and I also am running the Green Machine UV sterilizer in there, so that I can clear out any other impurities in the tank. And then I got a sponge filter going in the back. But the fish seem good. I've had to resituate the wood in there because it's gotten messed up a few times. It's gotten moved around, and I added a ghost knife tube because my black ghost knife fish blade, she's been digging in the sand and trying to fit underneath that log, and it just really gets stuff stirred up in there a lot because she's quite big, and they do get a lot larger than that. So I'm not quite sure if she's going to fit in the ghost tube or what, but hey, at least I'm trying here. So guys, this is the tank now. I put some water wisteria in the back here. Not quite sure if I'm going to leave it there or maybe move it back to the back by the filter intake. I'm not quite sure yet. I don't want to clog the filter intake, and this stuff grows like rampant, so I'm trying to figure out where to place it in the tank. I do want it to be part of the backdrop, but I'm not quite sure where to put it. So I added more fish in there from my collection of fish. I added the goldfish in. I added the clown loaches in because I figured they're going to grow out. Catfish is doing a little bit bigger. I tried using a hydro pump in here, and it's just too big for the tank, and it's way too big, and it's going to take up too much room. I believe it's a Hydra 40. It's all I could get on hand for now. I'm going to keep on looking though for more. Spaz is in the back here. I don't know if you've ever seen him. He's a bushy-nosed pleco. I believe it's a he, but it could be a she. I'm not quite sure yet. Sort of has bristles on the arms and on the fins, so I'm thinking it's a he, but not quite sure. I also lost one of the glass catfish, but that's okay. There's plenty more in there. Let me think, what else did I add? Oh, I added also put the bumblebee catfish in, but he's hiding. He always hides. That's what I do most of the time. And so yeah, doing good with the fish. Everything's going well. And this is what we got. At least in here for now. Angelfish is doing good. Tank needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Other than that, not too bad. This is also the updated tank. I cleaned it up a bit, planted some of the plants, put some water wisteria in the top, added the guppies to it from the bottom tank up to here. Took out a lot of fish out of here, and basically I'm going to use this as like my pleco breeding tank. I think I'm going to add more fish from the top or from the bottom one. Eventually maybe shut this one down. It depends. There might be future plans going on for this. I'm not quite sure yet. It's got some long fin plecos in there, some whiptail cats. We have 2 neon tetras, and then I think 4 or 5 rummy nose tetras in there, and Asian stone catfish. So they're very mini. They're really quite small. But yeah, it needs a good cleaning also, because I had a lot of the food for the baby guppies that are now in the top tank here. So, and they're going out quite good. So, but yeah, there's about 3 to 5, I think 5 baby guppies. I'm not quite sure where they are. So there's a few of them that you can see in front. But other than that, we got the pleco caves. We got the emperor plecos in there. We have the L270 chocolate zebra plecos. We have, I think, 6 coolie loaches in there. I think all the autosynclus died or were eaten. I found one in there, and I found one of zebra kind of pleco in there. Then we got, I think, 4 or 5 of the what is it called? Those barbs and stuff. Pentazona barbs. Pentazona, whatever you want to call them. So they're in there. Everybody's doing healthy. It started turning the tank again to that algae bloom color. So I put my algae, my green machine 9-watt UV sterilizer in there. This one needs a UV sterilizer, and the other one is getting cloudy now, so that one also needs a UV sterilizer, which is that one over there, because see, it's getting a little cloudy. Okay, well, if you like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you the next time on FishySteve Aquatics.